Welcome to FikaAI, where we have the opportunity here at DevNexus to speak to amazing people who have done so much to contribute to the Java community over the last 30 years. And one of those is Bazlur Rahman from Toronto, Canada.
Yes,
but you have a much deeper story to tell. So I'd love to learn a little bit about you, your background, maybe your contributions. But before we even go there, where did you start your Java journey? In other words, what technologies in the Java ecosystem did you begin with when you began your career?
So basically, when I was at university, in the university you are exposed to different kind of technology, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So I tried different technology like .NET and Python, a bit of C, C++,
Sure.
Java, and all of those things. But Java kind of sticked with me. I
Okay.
loved that, and that's how I kind of stick throughout my career. And then I joined in a company that was also a Java-based company, so that's basically helped me to shape my understanding in terms of professional development. So, and then later I have been several other companies where I worked. They all pretty much Java-based, so that's how Java kind of stick with me.
Sure.
So then in 2013, I think so. I like to talk about technology with other people,
Sure.
as I'm enthusiastic about it. So finding like-minded people is not easy, I would say.
Sure, of course.
So that's how the idea of having Java user group came to my mind.
Okay.
So I created a Java user group, and then a lot of people came to the user group, and then we started having sessions, we started having conferences, all those things happens, and yeah, it's grew. So that's how I basically did the Java user group. I still involved with my, those that Java user group, although I live in Toronto now.
Okay.
But I joined all through online, and whenever I visit Bangladesh, I try to involve with that group and other people.
Sure.
And we have a lot of volunteers as well.
Great.
So it's going great so far.
Good. Well, it's interesting because when I talk to a lot of people that are in the technology profession, and especially the Java profession, a lot of times there is really a use the Jug or the Java user group community is used almost as a launching pad into so many other things. And it sounds to me like your Java career brought you to a place where you wanted to meet with others.
Yes.
You established the Java user group in Bangladesh, and from there a lot of other things started to happen,
Yes,
right?
that's
You're
what actually-
as an author, as a blogger, as a Java champion.
Yes.
So many, and again, I can tell you're humble and you don't like to refer to those things, but tell us a little bit about about some of the things that you grew in from the Java user group community, and how that led to you to where you are today.
So, one of the interesting thing is when you talk to other people, a lot of interesting idea came to your mind, and it kind of remain in your head. Then
Yes.
One of my passion is writing. So
Okay.
I thought, if I write those idea, then the idea become more, because in your head it's pretty much fluid, right?
Right.
So when you write, it's become concrete, and it's easier to express, share with other people, so that other people can benefit it from
Yes.
that. So that's how my writing started. I started to write blogging. With different blogs.
Sure.
One of the blogs is Pose.io,
Okay.
and I also contribute to the InfoQ.
Right.
So basically that's how I started writing. And after writing a lot, I thought, why not contribute to a book? I think someone gave me that idea. So
Okay.
you can put those things together in a book format.
Okay.
So that's how I started writing books. So
That's great.
I have. It's kind of from experience. So for example, I can give you the backstory of my first book. It's
Okay.
a Java programming. It's my native language in Bengali. So it's so I used to teach at a university for 2 years.
Okay.
So basically, over the weekend, I went there, and I took like 4 hours long class
Okay.
every week.
Okay.
For 2 years. So from that experience, I thought I have taught 2 years. I got a lot of questions from the students, and from that experience, why not I just write a book for
Yeah.
them?
That's great.
Yeah.
It's great. It's definitely a great inspiration to do that. If I'm not mistaken, you also wrote for D-Zone too, right? You
Yes,
have an MVP award from them as well.
Yes,
and of
yes.
course, as we know, there's a standard there, right? You have to
Yes,
be
yes.
accepted to even get it published.
Right,
so
right.
that really speaks volumes as well.
Right.
So you took your writing and you really maximized this experience. Really jumped into what you were passionate about, which is really a great story to tell. And if, and you have, if I'm not mistaken, you have written 6 books and about to come out with your 7th, or is it 7th coming out with the 8th?
So I have completed 5.
Okay.
They're published, and then one I'm writing with O'Reilly. Name is Modern Concurrency in Java.
Okay.
It's almost finished. It's available there in their website. If anyone wants to read it, you can read it. And I have also had a contract signed with Manning. So I'm going to write about. I have a co-author named Shaf.
Okay.
We're friends, so we are writing together.
Nice.
So it's LLM and Java. So when people talk about LLM, everyone thinks it's Python, but there are a lot to offer from Java as well, right? So we are trying to bridge the gap, basically.
Absolutely, and that's really one of the biggest misconceptions in technology right now, right? When everyone talks about AI and large learning models, the immediate default is Python. But one of the things that's really important, and what's so great about conferences like DevNexus and other Java-focused conferences, is that we get to really see that Java does have a major role. Java is a core language. It's still in the top 3 most popular in the world. It's not going anywhere. It's stable. It's got a huge community. So these contributions, especially as it relates to how this works, it really takes away from that, Java's an older language and it's just, it's core, and there's still innovation taking place. So your contributions to that are pretty amazing. With all of the background that you have in Java, when you start going into, tell us just a little bit more about your I guess, forecast or expectations related to AI in the Java space? Because right now there's a lot of buzz. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's incorporating it, wondering what's in production, what's not, what's just an idea. So we're all trying to get our arms around this. From a large learning model perspective in the book you're writing, can you share maybe some community perspective and also some professional perspective on what you expect to happen over the next 12 months based on your experience?
So what I feel like is, obviously LLM is kind of buzzed right now. Every new model is popping up every day, but I feel like it's going to be immense. It's like, I would say electricity. It's there. We know it's there, but we don't think about it, right? So I think down the road, I feel like it will become something like that. Every other application will bits of it here and there, to make it, because as a human, we want to interact with the technology more natively, right? And LLMs kind of allow us to that. We can talk like human being, that way we are talking to each other, right?
Sure.
So that kind of enablement, I think, it's a good side of it, definitely. I don't want to talk about the other, a lot of people talk about downside, but that's different story. But personally, I feel like all other applications, right? For example, if you go to the website, you have to fill the form, right?
Yes.
Sometimes it's annoying, and that way the interface are designed not. We try to make it user-friendly, UX, better UX, but still it's a different thing, right? The communication is not that native, but I feel like LLM is going to make that shift. It will make more native to us, so anyone can interact with the technology, softwares, and things. And every other pieces, every other part of the software is going to add some of it. So that's my feelings, and it will be like part of everything down the road.
That's great. That's awesome. Well, let me just as we close out here, just what is the official title of your book that's coming out?
So we are thinking about the title about the book, but right now the working title is in building smart application with large language model. That's the working title.
In Java specifically?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. That's great. And what expected publication date?
It's probably end of the year or first month, or the first quarter of the next year. So we don't know, but we're hoping to get there.
That's great. Well, it's good to be on the forefront of that and really not only contribute, obviously, in community meetup and vlog settings, but you're really staying on the trend, which is really
And I'd like to thank my friend Shaf for joining with this initiative. In fact, he does a lot of things about LLMs. So I'm learning a lot from him. So I just wanted to mention that he's also with me on this journey.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and we're looking forward to reading the book.
Thank you very much, Eric.
Take care.